visit somebody right on my call. This is the moment you're meant to know.
Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? How are you? How are you? Yes, you. Well, I hope this day finds you, what is the word? Top of the world. In excellent condition and feeling absolutely, as my Uncle Tommy would say, marvelous. So with that being said, there has been a lot of talk going on about Kris and Kris Jenner.
Mm-hmm.
Are they breaking up? Are they together? They've been together for, I believe, at least a decade or more. In a case like this, where it could be money involved, because she has a lot, it would be cheaper to keep her, cheaper to keep him. I think about Oprah Winfrey, Gayle, and Stedman. Sometimes it's just good to just keep the person around, work out an agreement, and you live by it. In my opinion, you can't expect Corey to go away with less than his hire. He was your boyfriend. He was your coach. He was your protector. He protected your family. He kept quiet. He didn't divulge anything. It's worth it to pay the money.
Yes.
Or keep him. Unless he don't want to be kept.
Exactly.
And the word on the street is, and you have admitted it to Kris, in your own way. You have said yourself that you're anal. You didn't say anal, but you're OCD. You're finicky. Your children even said you could get fussy and mean. However, the ongoing look in public, we don't see it. I don't see it. I see you as quirky, and I see you as sweet. You come off as a sweet person. I won't say nice, because nice, nasty, ice. I won't say nice because of your record. Because of your record and the things with Kim and your relationships. I can't say that. And the confusion with Court Chloe. I can't say you're a nice person, but I can say you're sweet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because someone might say nice and sweet is the same. What do you think?
Some might think that, but they're not the same.
They're not the same. Nice is you're really a good-hearted person. Not sweet is you sweet. You got a sweet disposition. Gentle. Gentle. And I wouldn't want to be around you when you're angry. I mean, really pissed off, hopping mad. I wouldn't want to see that. So, but you come off as sweet. And you do seem a little aggressive or a little masculine when you deal with Corey sometimes. You do. And the way that you talk to him. Sometimes it seems like you talk down at him, or sometimes it seems like you're talking at him, but you have defended him with your children and all that. So I don't know what the breakup is. What do you think?
Yeah, it's quite peculiar what it could be. Maybe it just could be the fact that Kris Jenner has gotten more set in her ways over the years. Maybe Corey just isn't handling it. Or do you think it's Kris that doesn't want Corey?
This is what I feel. Let me get this another. I think the newness and the novelty has worn off. That's what I think. And this is what I think. As soon as I get finished shuffling, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think. I think right now, the girls are not in a relationship. And Kim, and I keep calling her Kim because Kim is growing old like her mother.
She is.
Kim is looking like what her mother used to be. And even though Kris is still an attractive older woman, but Kim is looking middle-aged to me. She looks great, but she's looking middle-aged and she's looking more and more of what her mother used to be. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yeah. So when I think of this is what I see. I see that Kris, she likes to keep up with the Joneses. And it seems like she's, in my opinion, it seems like she's in competition with Kim. You know, what do you mean? It's like Kim is getting a new guy. Kim is out there. And it's like she follows in the footsteps of Kim. Mm-hmm. That's what it seemed like to me.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you got your girls going with younger men, right? Mm-hmm. So now Kim is in a relationship and now Corey is old, it's faded, and now you want to go out there and you want to get a new man. And this could have been going on for a couple of years. Mm-hmm. Because the talk about your breakup is been recent. And if Corey doesn't want to, if a man, let me put it this way, overall, not all men, but if a man, this is what I know to be true.
Okay.
If a man is in a relationship and they are happy and they've been with you, they don't really want to go unless the dynamics change. Okay. A man will stay in a relationship if it's good. If he's a good man, I'm not talking about no cheater pumpkin eaters. I'm not talking about no broke back mountains. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about no skeleton bones. What they call a bag of sticks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not talking about bundles of sticks. Yeah, I'm talking about a real man, regardless of his age, who's playing the role and being the man. And he has done that to her and her children. So for me, for him to want to go, it is something that Kris is doing or have been doing, won't change. They say she can be mean clearly if Corey wants out the relationship. And if Corey wants out, because he just seemed like one of them men, you know, he there to stay.
Yeah.
And if he want to leave, what happened? And it just seems to me, let me repeat, it's just Kris wanting another relationship. You know, to me, Kris is a hotbed. In other words, she seems like she loves intimacy. She seems like she loves sex. She seems like she loves, because she's getting old, it might change, but she seemed very hot-natured, and Kim fall under that.
Yeah.
And it's okay to be that way. It's okay. I'm a little hot-natured. But I can go without sex for years and years and years. But once you stir me up, and that's what I'm saying in that sense, so you know that I'm not saying it as a down put. There are some people that are highly sex, that like having boyfriends because they want to have sex a lot, you know, and that's how her mother strikes me. And it just seems like she lives in this bubble. Look at that.
I know.
Oh my God. Sorry, those stairs was right up at my door. I wish you could see them. Mm-hmm. What was I saying? I'm sorry, that was a total distraction.
Talking about how Kris could be highly sexed.
Highly sexed. I think she's highly sexed. And I think along with her growing old, it's probably dying down, but it just seems to me she want another young man. She, maybe she wants to go back to a white man, or maybe she's seeing somebody because in her past, when she was unhappy in her relationship, she was known to cheat. Now, maybe she can't cheat as much as she wants because Corey is there, and that is Corey's job to watch. LOL. That is Corey's job to keep track of Kris. Mm-hmm. And maybe she doesn't like it because he could be too, but they say when they go out, she's always telling Corey she doesn't want to be seen. She's telling Corey watch, but you could see all that, you know. So let's see. I'm going to do this reading differently. So I'm going to lay out, I'm going to shuffle real fast. It's been shuffled.
It has been shuffled. You didn't just finish shuffling.
Okay, this is Kris and Corey sitting in a tree. KISS, do you want me? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see that. Let's see this. Let's see this. Let's see. I feel like I should stop, but I'm not. I'm going to do it like this. And I don't. Okay. Ooh. See, I told you I should have stopped. All right.
My cards did the same thing to me earlier, too.
You said stop and you didn't, and they flipped over, right? Okay. So here, what I see is, I'm going to say, since this is Kris, and This is Kris show. So Kris shows up here as a Knight of Pentacles.
Yeah.
So really, that lets me know she is the dark horse. She's the one, the money bags. She's the one that issues and deliver.
Okay.
Also, I see her. Let me see. But I also see her in an empty space, like empty. Like, you know how you got all the money in the world, everything, but yet the relationship doesn't seem like it's filling her anymore. I think maybe she may look at him, maybe he could be a little immature, or maybe she's sick of some of his antics or some of his ways. However, I think that she's struggling with the letting him go because she's been with him so long. He knows her likes. He knows what she likes sexually. He knows everything. He's been there for her, you know, and I looked at them as a married couple, but I do see her facing, let's see if she's facing him. I think that he, on the other hand, she's offering him, but whatever she's offering, it's not enough.
Yeah.
You see, and whatever she's offering him, it's not enough. And I think that she's in power, but I think this stresses him out. I think that it stresses him, and I think that it becomes involved. And I do think it is over money. However, this is a pentacle with a knight. So this is a god. So this is a big person. So you know this is not a poor person because it is a knight. But all at the same time, it's not moving. So it lets me know he's up, she's up, it's stagnant.
Yeah.
It just seems like they're stagnated right now. You know, not moving like they should. Do you understand what I'm saying? Not moving like they should. And so what would the problem be with them?
Exactly.
Somebody wants out. Somebody wants to move on. Somebody maybe found arrows of love somewhere else and wants out. They just want out. That's the problem. They want out. They want to move on. They want to find love. They want a new relationship. Let's find out who. So is it Kris, you think? Who wants out? So if it's a male or female, let's see. Who wants out of this relationship? I think that Kris wants out. It shows a female high priestess. Somebody got a lot of things, like I said, secrets, things they want to do. And I think that Corey could be there, a block.
Okay.
A hindrance. Because Corey comes off to me like, you're not going to play me.
Yep, that's true.
He comes off like, you know, don't test me. Don't push me. You're not going to punk me out.
Yep.
You're not going to treat me that way. You know, in other words, I'm not your bitch. Excuse my language. But it's coming off like that with him. Because he's up at night. She wants to move and she's in power mode. She's in power mode. And so she knows a lot about him. He knows a lot about her. So they're at like a crossroad. Yes, please.
Yes, I want to know if that's the case, if she's the one that's thinking of leaving, what could she be possibly offering Corey?
She's offering him an out.
Okay.
But apparently it's not enough for whatever, whether it's money, whether it's conditions, whatever it is. It just seems to me, if you look at it, it's not enough. It's not enough. And it's like I'm worth more. But I don't know, because it also means somebody wants to go or somebody wants you to go. And maybe Corey is not going under these conditions.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes, Kris, it's just easy to keep him around. That's what Oprah did. Work out something. He's better because he holds a lot of information. If he wanted to take you all down, he really could.
He could.
I know if he got the talking or wrote a book, I would want to read it.
That's true.
I would not read it, I'm lying, but we would listen to it on Audible.
Yes.
I love Audibles, right?
Yes.
So it just seems that's what Oprah did. You don't even hear from Stedman.
No.
You hear Gail, her all the time. But she let you know that her and Stedman is still in a relationship. Another person that was like that was Dolly Parton. You never heard anything about Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton was out there. At one time they heard she was messing with Kenny Rogers. It's been out there. It's been out there a lot. She was out there. Not saying these things are true, but this was out there. And back in those days, we didn't have this. So we couldn't go in like we do now. Everything wasn't not out in the open, but you never knew she had a husband until her husband died. And so a lot of people are undercover like that, know. So, but I do think that Kris hold the cards. Kris hold the cards in this, and it's the power of the money. But she also know that he's showing her, I'm not no punk. You're not gonna punk me around. You no. And that's what I see. So the power dynamics, and Kris can be, and also I see Corey can be dark, very dark.
Yeah, they both can be dark together because she's the dark horse. She's the dark horse,
but he can be darker.
Got you.
Because he's masculine. And I don't know what that entails. We don't know what's going on, but I know that he is not leaving unless he get what he wants.
Gotcha.
And if Kris want him gone, give that man what he want. Make him sign something that if he rat you out, if you want out, sometimes it ain't worth it. If he say he want 25 million, it's better to give him the 25 million.
Yeah.
If he say he want 50 million, it's better to give him the 50 million. And let them go. What do you think?
Yeah, most definitely.
Some things are just not, in my opinion, some things are just not worth it. You got to count the cost, or don't let them go. Or just have them hold on to them. So let's see, is she holding on to him?
Yep, let's see. Another pentacle.
Pentacle. So, yeah, babe, come, look up in that book and see.
Oh, here we go.
Although I know. Yeah, please, thank you. Because when I see the pentacles, this is somebody that has learned, someone that has studied, somebody that is very earthly, could even be very materialistic, even idealistic, somebody that could be idealistic. And it seems to me that she's idealistic, but it's like a part of her is still being childish. Go ahead about the situation.
This almost reads exactly like Kris Jenner.
Go ahead.
It says the page is someone who searches for more effective and efficient ways of doing things. She sticks to the problem until it's solved and complete every project until the end. And with Kris Jenner, with her OCD-ness, I can see she's trying to work out every little kink and trying to bargain her way.
She seems like she could be a little tight with her money. So it does seem that way. So like I said, this person seems to be idealistic. Somebody that's always working out, like Baby Crones, like the book said, like you said, working out a plan, always working. So she's scheming. This is scheming at a child's level, because remember, she's probably seeing Corey as immature at this time. Because sometimes when you break up with people, you begin to downplay the one thing that you loved in them. If they was an older man and you fell in love and they older, and when you met them, they 40, now they 50. So now it's like, oh, you're old, you know what I mean? I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I do know that she is scheming. Somebody wants out the relationship. Now it could be Corey, and Corey could want out too, but said, you gonna pay me or I'm gonna stay? And she probably said, you stay. I don't know what the dynamics is in that household.
Oh, temperance. More balance.
Could they work it out though? This is another thing. Let me see. With balance there, temperance let me know that it could be worked out either way, but you got to know the balance for the both. What's fair? What's even? What's good? They need a balance. They are totally out of balance. Totally. So let's see, can they balance it out? At this point with the moon, it's like I said, it's dark. It's a lot of dark. It's a lot of history. It's a lot of things being said. It's like they're playing cutthroat. She's saying things that are undercurrent and he's lashing out. It just seems like he's tell me about Corey. How is Corey? How is Corey mental? Oh, I'm just Lena.
Yep, goes right along with that 9 of Swords energy.
Go ahead.
Seeing the 3 of Swords paired with the 9 of Swords, we could see that's something that's troubling him.
Trouble him deeply.
Yes, mentally and emotionally.
He seems like he's being torn apart inside.
Yes, and I was wondering, because looking at all the cards.
Because this is what came out before that.
Yes, the moon has to deal with water.
And
course,
cycles.
And
temperament.
The High Priestess also has to
And then they had... Go ahead, babe. Go ahead.
That the High Priestess also deals with the water. But even though Temperance doesn't deal with water, it deals with liquids. So I see all that balance, and that makes me think of chemistry. And I want to know, do Corey and Kris Jenner
do see a lot of water.
No longer see eye to eye?
They the lovers. However, it just looks like there was one point, this was very sexual. Very sexual. They lived in their own bubble. Everything was wonderful, hunky-dory. They feel like they were being blessed by the gods, okay? You see that it's very sexual. Some cards showed them having sex, but this was a very sexual relationship, very strong. What happened where Corey is broken inside, like mentally hurt, deeply hurt by the treatment. He's hurt by her treatment. That's it. He's hurt. So what happened? I think that he feels as though he's been fighting by himself, working by himself, doing it all by himself, and feeling unappreciated. Am I right about it? Yes. Looking at the past, oh my God, feel like I got chills on this one. Feel like I have invested so much of my time. I feel like crying. Oh my God. He feel like I have invested all my years, and you think you're going to discard me because now you want to replace me, or then you want to move on, and now you don't need me, and now you're just going to kick me out. And as you got old, I'm old too. I know I can get women. I know that's not the issue. The issue is I've been here. This is what I know, and now you think you're going to kick me, treat me this way like I'm a non-factor in the relationship. I have a past. I've been here. I know a lot. I don't want to make it ugly. It ain't never been that way. But it's like, you're not going to treat me like that. You're not going to discard me like I'm a old pair of shoes or a pair of old sneakers that you don't need no more because they're not good to running. That's how he feeling. And so for me, is Corey fighting? Yes, he's fighting back. And wherever the wheel turns, he's willing to take that chance. Because it's like, you're not going to treat me this way. This is what I'm picking up. I'm picking this up so strongly, and I'm feeling like he's hurt. I felt like my voice is trembling. What you get, baby clown?
Yeah, most definitely. I could see that how, like, the 7 of Swords, not 7 of Swords, sorry. The 7 of Wands came to me as like a pushback. Like he feels like that he's like being like pushed to the like outer skirts.
Pushed out of skirts.
Like
right.
Kris is trying to like push him away.
Push him out. And it's like it ain't working. So I don't know. Are they sleeping together? Yeah, I don't think that I think they still sleep together, and maybe they still, have they broke up? I don't think they have broken up. Let's see. I don't think that they have broken up, but I definitely see friction. I don't think that they are not sleeping together. I just think that is friction going on.
It's just not like it used to be.
Let me be on Kris then. What is Kris mental right now? Kris is fiery. Kris is fighting. Kris is fighting. Kris is fighting mental. Kris fighting is inwardly. Kris is fighting against age. Kris is fighting against menopause, postmenopausal. Kris is fighting against aging. Kris is fighting against youth. Kris is fighting against, I want to look young like Kim, and she's losing her looks. And she could be taking all of that out on Corey. Like, why you want me? I'm old, my bones, this, that, and the other. And Corey could be like, I love you. I want you. And it's like, it seems to me, Kris is feeling negative about Kris. And it's probably affecting everyone. Am I right about that?
Okay. Double fives.
Yep. That means Kris is struggling. It's an inward thing. And because it's inward, the closest person to you is going to get the blunt of it. And so when you're going through it, I don't know, but in her case, everybody go through things differently. So in her case, as she go through this postmenopausal thing, she's probably feeling unworthy. She's probably going through a lot of things. She done had surgery. Yes. You know, she done tried to do whatever she can to make herself look younger. She does look younger, and then she's got this man, and, you know, maybe he don't work, like maybe he ain't like he used to. Been together for a long time, so they both got set in their ways. But I really think the struggle in this is Kris within Kris. I think this is a Kris Jenner thing, and she's taking it out on him because he's the closest. But he must have taken this at one point. Taking this abuse or taking this sour behavior, and now he's no longer taking it. And so that lets her, she's being befuddled because she has to rethink of how she's dealing with him now. And so she comes off as this pentacle, idealistic, but she's coming off as a child, like somebody that's in their early 20s, instead of coming off like a woman. She's been pampered all her life, just about. She's been probably pampered for like 50 years, you know, or maybe not 50, maybe she's been pampered for 45 years of her life. And so, and this aging thing coming in, she's struggling with that.
Yeah,
she's struggling with it. She struggles with it inwardly. And I'm also picking up, if I'm not right, yes, here's the queen, and I'm picking up that she has a fear of death. She's afraid of dying. You know, I really get it. And I'm picking up, it's like, it's like she'll say, I don't want to hurt. It's like she doesn't want to disconnect to this earth. Like, I don't want to disconnect. She could be having memory problems. We don't know. But whatever it is, she's fighting for her youth as much as she can, even though her youth is gone, but she's still vibrant and she's fighting for that. Does that make sense? So I see the mother more fighting mentally with her stuff. And by him being, 44, 45 years old, her boyfriend.
Let's see.
I think I'm gonna cut this short anyway. By him being younger, and what's his sign? And what's her sign? Why you at it?
Well, we know Kris is a Scorpio.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Corey.
Last name?
I don't know. Just say Kris Jenner's boyfriend, Corey. I want to say Corey Holmes, but I know it's not Corey Holmes. That's a comedian. So I don't know.
There we go. Corey Gamble.
Corey Gamble, right. That's it. Yeah. So he is a Scorpio?
Yes. They're both Scorpios.
I don't know how I know that. I just thought that. It just seemed like they're going against each other hard. And how old is he? 45?
Yep, 45.
Yeah, and she is what? She is 69?
Let's see.
70? 69. I'm telling
70.
you. She's 70? Wow. So you see the age?
Yeah.
But that shouldn't have nothing to do with it. But it does when you're going mental and you're feeling a way about yourself. She's aging. Go ahead.
Now, interestingly enough, while I was just looking at this, Kris, because they're both Scorpios, Kris Jenner was born on November 5th, 5, which we see running strong with her. But interestingly enough, Corey Jenner was born.
Corey Jenner?
Sorry. Corey Gamble was born November 10th. So that's like 5 days after Kris Jenner.
And they're still on that 5.
Yes. But there's more. Corey was born in 1990.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And Kris Jenner was born in 1995. So like
1995.
Sorry, 1955.
Oh, she was? Oh, okay. Okay.
So there she goes with the 55. So she's running in fives. But even that, showing that 5 difference in between them, it's just very interesting.
And also, when you look at the number 5 is always the center. It's always between the light and the darkness. It's you're coming out of something. Either 5. It depends on which way you're going up the tree of life. Either you're coming up, or you're coming down. And let's say if they're coming down, then that means they've been into some kind of struggle as they find a balance. If they're coming up, that means they're coming down, meaning they're trying to find that love. And if they're coming up, that means they're coming up because they want to move on. They want to get out. You understand what I'm saying? So you see that 5 is there. It's a big friction in their relationship. Where was the other 5? Let me see. I know this was a 5.
Bottom.
Oh, so we have a 5, and this is so clear. So what we see here, we definitely see discourse, because you have water and you have fire. So you have those 2 elements trying to drown out each other. Fire's trying to evaporate all that, trying to get it. That could be Corey trying to get her to be reasonable, to think, stop being emotional, get out of your feelings. He's probably fighting from it from a creative point of view, and she's probably like feeling bad, and I'm tired, I don't want it, I want to move on, I want more, I don't want to grow old like this, blah, 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 blah. Or it could be she wants to be alone. But I guarantee you, I'm sorry, fat people, but not fat people. This fat man I'm talking about don't exist. But I promise you, this fat man to a box of donuts, that this woman wants more. She's looking for youth, and she's looking for it in men. She's looked through it in her children. Kim is her idol.
Yes.
No matter what, she's just like Beyonce mother is Beyonce 2. She Beyonce 1, but she made Beyonce 2 her. So it seems like these women idolize their children and idolize like one of them. And I could see it with Beyonce mother, and I could see it with what you call it. She idolizes Kim. Kim is her pride and joy. I mean, I think they don't make no sense, because that's who she always aimed to look like.
Yep, and like you said, Kim is even following the footsteps of her mother, because I'm sure Kim is probably living through North or idolizes North. So just seeing the parallel.
You see the parallels in it. So anything else you want to know? But I definitely see Corey caught up in this. Corey is blind. Corey is just blindsided. He knows the truth, but I think he's just not going to leave any kind of way. He wants to leave with respect. He feels as though he deserved it, and he does. He does. And last card for her. Like I said, that's that sweet side, that reminiscent. To me, it's like she goes through moments like she want them, and then she don't.
Yeah.
She's grateful for them, then I'm not. I want it, but no. It's like that's what I see. And it could just be that postmenopausal, that aging process, that tinker with your brain. You know, I really believe that. What do you think?
Yes.
So, I don't know. You have any final questions you want to know?
No, I think we really got to that bottom.
So that's what I think. This is what the cards are showing me and what I'm interpreting. This is a lot of inner turmoil with Kris. This is about her dealing with her aging, dealing with her body, disappointing her. She understands she's growing old. She has a facelift. They made it look younger, but now when they showing her the way she is, yes, she looked refreshed, but she still looked like a mature woman. She looks good. We're not taking none of that away. But let's not say that Kris looked like she's 27 years old. She does not. Kris do not even look like she's 47. Kris looked like someone that's in her 60s that looks good for her age. And you know what? 60 ain't bad. Or in her late 50s. That's not bad, right?
Right.
So I don't know. And if Corey's willing to stay, but who knows? It could be Corey too, who's bored.
Could be.
You know, maybe she doesn't want to bring it like she used to. You know, who knows? You know, maybe she just wants some with congolingus and just I don't want to satisfy. We don't know what's going on, but we know that they're very sexual, and we know that something is interfering with the sex department. And I'm just thinking that it is, last card, yes. I think that it is them, like you sleep together, but there's nothing much going on. I do see that. And I just think that they want to move on, but the struggle in balancing it all. What is fair? What is enough? What is enough? And is Kris willing to give what it takes to set Corey free?
Yep.
Is Corey willing to do what it takes to be free? Because at this point, I don't know if Corey wants to stay, because it looked like he's going to stay, and if he's going to comply to Kris.
Yeah.
It just seems like an imbalance. It's a big imbalance in their relationship. And a lot of it, I'm telling you, is coming from Kris.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Corey is hurt over all of it. So he have invested a lot, and he's gotten lost in the Kardashian world.
He has.
The Kardashian Jenner. He is a Kardashian. He is a Jenner. And that's where he has been as a young man. And so she has to handle him with kid gloves. And she's idealistic. So we'll see as the time go on. But right now, I don't know. I think she's in and out with the relationship. I really do. I think that she doesn't fully want to let him go. And then there are moments that she does. And there may be moments he want to go and that he stay. So, but there is an imbalance in the relationship. And it looked like the number one person is Kris because of her inner man, her inner woman. I mean, because of being postmenopausal, going through a whole lot of changes, having to accept the fact that I'm not young. And maybe she's got this dream that she needs somebody else to spark her because that was her life. Right? Mm-hmm. So we'll see. Well, anyway, that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed this. I really, really do. We tried to do a deep dive. You know, everything I say is allegedly. Mm-hmm. We're just reading cards. And I thought this was good. It gave us a good insight. You know, you know, it's just another way to look at something. Mm-hmm. And with that being said, thank you for joining us on this reading of Kris Jenner, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble. Thank you for joining us with that. If you like this, please subscribe to our station. If you haven't, please, we would love to have you become a part of the Sunflower family. Mm-hmm. And in being a part of the Sunflower family, we always like to give a free reading to someone who acknowledged the fact that they want one. And we do it live for you. We don't mention your name or anything, but we'll do it live for you. And you can ask whatever question you like. What else do we have? Okay. And if you have any comments, please leave them down below. We'll be sure to I answer them every time. And last, you know what we say. Hype us up. Subscribe to us. And that's it for what we have. What we say? Hey, sunflowers.